Hey, God, are you making these big mistakes in your fall garden right now? Well, don't worry. I'm about to reveal some amazing tips that will save your fall garden and have it thriving no matter what zone you live in. Whether you're in a chilly northern climate or a warm southern one, fall gardening can be tricky, but it's also one of the best times to get ahead for next season. Fall is more than just pumpkin spice and falling leaves. It's one of the most important times for your garden. In fact, what you do now can make or break your spring garden. I'm going to walk you through the BEST tips for fall gardening based on your zone, so whether you're in the frosty zone 3 or the warm zone 10, you'll know exactly what to do. Let's dive right in. Clean up, but don't overdo it. Now, I know it's tempting to clean your garden spotless after summer, but listen up. While removing diseased plants is super important, leaving some organic material like dead leaves can actually protect your soil from winter's harsh conditions. For those in colder zones, this layer acts like a natural blanket for your garden beds. It's free mulch, and it's right there in your yard. Time to plant those bulbs. If you're in zones 3 to 7, fall is prime time to plant spring bulbs like tulips, daffodils, and crocuses. Trust me, you'll be so glad you did when they burst through the soil in the spring. But here's a trick: make sure you plant them deep enough, about 3 times the height of the bulb, to protect them from winter frost. For warmer zones like zones 8-10, you're lucky! You can plant bulbs like lilies and amaryllis in the fall, too. They love the cooler temps, but don't require the same freezing protection. Extend your harvest with cool season crop. For zones 3-7, don't think fall means the end of your vegetable garden. This is the perfect time to grow cool season veggies like kale, carrots, and spinach. These crops thrive in cooler weather, and some even taste better after a frost. For warmer zones, like zones 8-10, you guys can take advantage of your mild fall to grow crops like broccoli, lettuce, and even cauliflower. Fall gives you another chance at a bountiful harvest before winter kicks in. Protect your perennials. Here's a tip that's especially helpful for those in colder zones. Don't cut down your perennials too early. They might look scruffy, but leaving them standing through winter helps protect their roots. And hey, they also provide food for birds and shelter for beneficial insects. If you're in a warmer zone, your perennials might not need as much protection, but it's still a good idea to add a layer of mulch around them to keep moisture in and prevent weeds from sprouting during the cooler months. Don't forget the compost. Fall is the perfect time to start a compost pile if you haven't already. All those fallen leaves, grass clippings, and kitchen scraps can break down into nutrient-rich soil for next spring. It's nature's way of giving back to your garden. For those in colder zones, compost can help insulate your plants, while in warmer zones, it speeds up the decomposition process. Water wisely. This tip might surprise you. You need to keep watering in the fall, especially for new plantings. In colder zones, water your plants thoroughly before the first frost. It helps the roots settle in and prepares them for winter. In warmer zones, your plants still need consistent water to survive the dry fall weather. Just don't overwater. Fall gardening doesn't have to be overwhelming. By following these tips based on your zone, you can set your garden up for success. From planting bulbs and veggies to protecting perennials and composting, there's so much you can do to prepare for a beautiful, healthy garden. Now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments what zone you're in and what you'll be doing for your fall garden. Happy gardening! And don't forget to subscribe for more tips to keep your garden thriving year-round.